Another very important biological phenomenon, which you can call it as largest animal migration on the planet. It happens every single day in the water column. Okay, what it does is that organisms migrate on a daily basis through different depth in the water column. Oh, wait, where is my cursor? Okay. So what happens here in the vertical migration, that organisms goes up and down in the water column every single day. Okay. And this particular migration, it is called as Diel vertical migration. Okay. And it's a very synchronized movement which has been done by the animals to go on the surface and then again going back to the deep layers in the open ocean every day. Okay. So with the graph, you can see that in the night it is up, right? So all these planktons, all these animals are in the 0 to 200-meter, or let's say 300-meter depth, right? In the daytime, what happens? They all migrated down to close to 1,000-meter, and then again in the night they came up in the surface. So it is like, you can say that to eat one meal, if I say you to go 10-kilometer run and then again, I mean, go 10-kilometer away, and then after having food, you come back to 10-kilometer down, right? So this is that kind of movement, and this is a very good phenomenon, very, very surprisingly phenomenon, which came out during the World War II, when they found that while working on the submarines, the US Navy has found the spectral lines into the deep area, and then they dug out to know that what it is. They came to know that there is something called as vertical migration, and it is happening every single day. That is why it is called as Diel vertical migration. You can see what is happening as it is a daytime, right? It is coming up. Oh, it is in a process to come up. In a process to come up. What will happen once you will see a sun here? It's taken from Wikipedia, so if you are interested, you can directly have a look there. So what happens when the sun, suppose if this is the sun and if it is going down, okay, all this layer what you are seeing here will be coming to this particular surface. Once again there is a day, sun comes up and this goes down. Okay, it's an animation created by NASA in order to explain the Diel vertical migration in the water column, right? You would be amazed to you would be surprised that why it is happening actually. So there are several reasons to for this, but before that we will see what are the common animals which does this vertical migration. One of the most common one is the copypods, which every day comes up in the night time and then goes down in the daytime. Then we also have the sea butterflies, hatch fishes, a lot of fishes are there, comb jellies, number of other crustaceans, which is going up in the night and then coming down in the day, right? That could be a reason. I mean, a reason could be because of the predator avoidance. So what, in the daytime they don't want to be exposed in the pelagic zone, so that they get attacked by the predators. That's why they are going down in the daytime and then coming only in the nighttime in order to feed the phytoplanktons. Second is the metabolic disadvantages. So what happens is that if they keep, so we know that the upper epipelagic water is what? It's a warm water, right? Now in the warm water, the metabolic activities will be faster. Now, if these organisms stays in the upper warm water for the whole day, they will need to eat much more. And then of course there is a fear of the predator attack as well. So the first is that to avoid the predator, they go into the deep 1,000-meter zone. where there are no lights and they can skip. Second is that because of the metabolic disadvantages, if they are eating in the warm area, in the pelagic area, and if they are going into the deep water where the temperature is close to 4 degree, as I already said, because of the thermocline, right? Now, so metabolic processes will be slow and they can easily stay there for a long time, right? And also, to avoid the surface currents and avoid the surface currents and the upwelling. So these are the physical factors which are constantly happening into the pelagic areas. They go down so that they stay or they maintain their geographical location. And also some of these organisms want to avoid or try to avoid the ultraviolet radiations from the sun. So they come only in the night time up, and then in the daytime they go into the mesopelagic and the bathypelagic areas, right? So 1000 meter below. So it's a everyday phenomenon, and there are several factors behind it. First and the foremost, it's a kind of circadian rhythm. So it has been observed that if there is a sun which is coming and which is going down every day, this process will happen. In the Norway, I think, when there is a 6 months, or I mean not 6 months, when there is a longer winter, then this process stops. They stays where they are, and once the sun comes back, then again this process starts. So it's a kind of very much linked with the circadian rhythm or the biological clock we have. And then also there are several other factors which are responsible or which are affecting the this dial vertical migration, the tolerance to light, temperature, salinity, individual body size of any species, and then the pressure, and so on, right? So this particular movement you can see, this is an image taken or video made at MBARI, that is Monterey Bay Aquarium in United States, where they are showing this dial vertical migration. Also this particular, now you can see, I think it is happening here. If you can see my screen. So as the sun went down, you can see these are coming up. So this is a largest animal migration on planet, which happens on the dial basis in the pelagic waters, pelagic marine waters, right? Another very important term or the concept is marine snow. So basically, it looks like snow. That's why it is called as snow. However, it is a dead decaying material which is flowing, or which is coming from the epipelagic area and going to the deep sea. Okay, so since these looks like snowflakes, it is called as marine snow. But these are mostly dead decaying materials which are coming from the pelagic area, I mean epipelagic area, and going to the deep sea. Many of this will reach to the ocean floor and also converted into the fossils. Okay, so this is why it is called as marine snow. And you can see in this particular example, in the sea floor, all these materials which is coming from the epipelagic area looks like snowflakes.